Recently, I visited one of the finest immersive art experiences in the world, held first time in India at the World Trade Center, Mumbai, the Van Gogh 360-degree immersive experience. Here's my experience of the show. As you enter, you see panels of backlit paintings with texts chronicling the artist's life. This room is the first step into the experience and gives you much insight into the artist's life, his work, his art, and his heart. The second room is the immersive room, which makes use of a perfect blend of cutting edge projection technology and superb transitions that take you into the world of the artist. You feel you're living in those paintings, walking through them. While it was surely a one of a kind experience, what really melted my heart and made the experience so special was the relevance of Van Gogh's life with the present day life. Van Gogh, that we know of today as one of the finest artists of all time, had gone through major depression and suffered mental health issues that people today, like never before, are acknowledging. Van Gogh was one of the most prolific self portraitists. He painted 36 self portraits in his 10-year career span. He indulged in painting self portraits not out of his vanity or self absorption, but because he couldn't afford to pay a model. As you go through the immersive experience, you get to see his evolution from darkness to light, and you can feel his constant quest for beauty and his craving for therapeutic and healing powers of colors and nature. He was probably constantly finding solace in nature and colors. In his early works in Holland, he barely used any colors. His painting, The Potato Eaters, portrays the harsh reality of his middle class country life. You can see darkness in almost all of his paintings when he was in Holland. It was only when he moved to Paris that he started using more vibrant colors in his paintings, like the painting of Van Gogh's bedroom, paintings of flowers, etc. And then there was this explosion of colors that we see in his painting of sunflowers that we so love him for. In this immersive experience, the paintings of sunflowers literally takes you into this fantasy of being inside the painting. Although Van Gogh was constantly battling depression, as you follow his work and see how he is evolving and honing his own style, you feel that there is a constant focus on healing qualities of nature and power of colors, joy and appreciation, beauty and sacredness of nature. It feels as if it was his work which was keeping him alive and helping him to live through his mental illness. But in spite all these efforts, he still continued to be tormented with his depression. His condition became so bad that he started hallucinating and hearing sounds. It is said that he even cut a part of his left ear because the sounds were so unbearable. He was admitted into an asylum named Soreme. It is said that a great art comes from great pain. Van Gogh's ethereal painting, Starry Nights, is truly a great evidence of this point. He painted this masterpiece during his 12-month stay in the asylum. Van Gogh painted 150 paintings during his 1 year stay at the asylum, many of which were his masterpieces, each having a heartbreaking story behind it. One can clearly see a greater use of yellows and greens in these paintings. It is said that when he was being treated, he was administered a drug named Digitalis. And it is said that people who are administered large and continuous doses of Digitalis often see the world with green and yellow tint. Van Gogh was so tormented by his psychiatric illness all his life that he got tired of it and took his own life at the age of 37. This 360-degree immersive experience and life of Van Gogh truly touched me deeply. As the artist himself once said, I want to touch people with my art. I want them to say, he feels deeply, he feels tenderly. Well, certainly he did feel deeply and tenderly.